get ready for a whirlwind of the biggest stories shaping our world right now. The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and if you miss a beat, you might as well be living under a rock. But don't worry, we've got your back, bringing you the must-know updates that are dominating headlines and sparking conversations across the globe. From major legal victories that could reshape tech giants to innovative leaps in artificial intelligence that are changing how we interact with the digital realm, this is your essential briefing. We're diving deep into the stories everyone will be talking about, so buckle up and let's get started. First up, a monumental legal decision has just dropped that could have massive implications for one of the world's biggest tech players. Imagine a scenario where a tech titan is told to fundamentally alter its core products, but then a judge steps in with a ruling that changes everything. We're talking about market dominance, browser wars, and the very structure of how we access information online. Get ready for the details on this game-changing verdict that has the industry buzzing. Then, we're shifting gears to explore the cutting edge of artificial intelligence and how it's being woven into the very fabric of our daily digital lives. Think about your web browser. What if it became your personal AI assistant, capable of summarizing pages, drafting responses, and so much more? We'll unpack the latest advancements that are making this a reality and what it means for the future of online interaction. But it's not just about new features. We're also diving into the nitty-gritty of AI development, looking at how major companies are building their own models and what that means for their partnerships and the broader AI landscape. Prepare to have your mind expanded as we uncover the strategies and the potential pitfalls in this rapidly evolving field. And finally, we're tackling a story that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but it's very much our current reality. The sometimes absurd, sometimes mind-bending implications of AI in our professional lives. Picture this: a powerful AI tool designed to revolutionize productivity, but its own creators are issuing warnings about its accuracy. We'll explore the fascinating paradox of AI hype versus reality, and what it means when the tools meant to simplify our work come with their own set of disclaimers. You won't want to miss this deep dive into the companies, the tech, and the user impact that's defining the moment. Stay locked in, because the insights you get here are crucial. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. A landmark tech verdict delivered. In a significant development that has sent ripples through the tech industry, a federal judge has delivered a ruling that allows Google to retain ownership of its widely used Chrome browser. This decision comes as a major reprieve for Alphabet, Google's parent company, whose stock saw a substantial surge of nearly 8% in after-hours trading following the announcement. The legal battle centered on antitrust concerns, with the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, pushing for drastic measures, including the potential divestment of Chrome, as a remedy for Google's alleged monopolistic practices in the search engine market. The core of the DOJ's argument stemmed from Google's dominant position, holding a staggering 63.7% share of the web browser market with Chrome in July, according to data from SimilarWeb. The lawsuit alleged that Google leveraged exclusive distribution agreements and charged what were described as super-competitive prices for general search text ads, leading to anti-competitive behavior. This judicial finding of monopoly power in search and related advertising was previously established by Judge Amit Mehta in September 2023, with a separate district judge backing these findings in April regarding online advertising technology. In response to these rulings, the DOJ had advocated for the sale of Chrome, arguing that such a move would foster a more competitive landscape. The AI firm Perplexity had even submitted a $34.5 billion bid for the browser, positioning its offer as a means to satisfy antitrust requirements by placing Chrome under the control of a capable, independent operator. However, Judge Mehta ultimately rejected these more aggressive proposals. In his ruling, he stated, "Google will not be required to divest Chrome, nor will the court include a contingent divestiture of the Android operating system in the final judgment." Plaintiffs overreached in seeking forced divestiture of these key assets, which Google did not use to effect any illegal restraints. This decision effectively shields Chrome and the Android operating system from being broken up as part of the antitrust remedies. While Google avoids the most severe penalties, the ruling is not without its concessions. Judge Mehta did order Google to share certain datasets, including search index information and user interaction data, with competitors. However, crucial advertising data remains off-limits. Furthermore, any data sharing must occur on ordinary commercial terms that are consistent with Google's current syndication services, meaning Google will not be giving away its proprietary information for free. Google expressed its concerns about the impact of these requirements on user privacy and its services, stating that it is reviewing the decision closely. The company also noted that the court acknowledged that divesting Chrome and Android would have been detrimental to consumers and partners. Another significant aspect of the ruling relates to Google's lucrative deals with device makers, particularly its multi-billion-dollar agreement with Apple to be the default search engine on Safari across its devices. The DOJ had sought to ban these default search engine payments, but Judge Mehta rejected this demand, as well allowing Alphabet to continue these arrangements. This aspect of the ruling also positively impacted Apple's stock, which saw a 3% spike in after-hours trading. Although Apple was not a direct defendant, its reliance on Google's search services made this ruling a critical point of discussion. The case is far from over, as Google plans to appeal the decision, potentially extending the legal proceedings for years. This ruling has significant implications, allowing Google to maintain its integrated ecosystem while still being subject to data sharing requirements that aim to promote competition. The market's reaction, with Alphabet's stock surge, reflects investor relief that the company avoided the most draconian penalties. However, the ongoing appeals process means the final outcome remains to be seen. But what does this mean for the future of how we browse the web and access information? Next, we're diving into how browsers themselves are evolving into AI-powered assistants. Alphabet stock soars as Google retains Chrome and preload deals. In a significant victory for the tech giant, Alphabet, the parent company of Google, witnessed its stock price jump by approximately 8% in late Tuesday trading. This surge followed a federal judge's decision to reject the U.S. Department of Justice's DOJ demands to break up Google's core technology products, specifically allowing the company to keep its Chrome browser and its lucrative default search engine preload deals intact. The ruling comes after a lengthy antitrust trial that concluded with a finding that Google had illegally monopolized the search engine market. Judge Amit Mehta, presiding over the case, ruled against the DOJ's most stringent proposed remedies, which included forcing Google to divest its market-leading Chrome browser. The DOJ had argued that selling Chrome was necessary to remedy Google's anti-competitive practices, citing its dominant 63.7% share of the web browser market. The department also sought to ban Google's practice of paying device manufacturers, including Apple, to ensure Google Search is the default option on their platforms. This practice, particularly the multi-billion-dollar deal with Apple, was a key focus of the government's case. However, Judge Mehta found the DOJ's proposed remedies to be excessive. Google will not be required to divest Chrome, nor will the court include a contingent divestiture of the Android operating system in the final judgment, Mehta stated in his ruling. He further elaborated that the plaintiffs overreached in seeking forced divestiture of these key assets, which Google did not use to effect any illegal restraints. This statement was a clear signal that the court viewed the proposed breakup of Chrome and Android as going beyond the scope of the established monopolistic behavior, which primarily concerned search distribution and advertising. While Google avoided a structural breakup of its core assets, the court did impose certain restrictions. Google is now required to share specific datasets, including search index information and user interaction data, with its competitors. However, the ruling explicitly excludes advertising-related data, which constitutes the primary revenue stream for Google. The terms for this data sharing are to be consistent with Google's existing syndication services, meaning the company will not be compelled to give away its trade secrets for free. In a public statement, Google acknowledged the new limitations, expressing concerns about user privacy and service impact while indicating a close review of the decision. The ruling also had a notable impact on Apple, which, despite not being a direct party to the lawsuit, benefits significantly from Google's default search engine payments. The DOJ's attempt to halt these payments was a critical point, as it could have forced Apple to reevaluate its search strategy. Judge Mehta's decision to allow these payments to continue led to a 3% rise in Apple's stock price in after-hours trading. Earlier testimony from Apple's senior vice president of services had defended the deal, citing Google's status as the best search engine and Apple's commitment to providing customers with optimal tools. Legal analysts suggest that the case is far from settled, as Google has indicated its intention to appeal the ruling. Such appeals could prolong the legal process for up to 2 years, with the possibility of the Supreme Court eventually weighing in. Despite the current outcome being perceived as a win for Google and Apple, the ongoing legal challenges mean the final resolution is still uncertain. The DOJ's original request for more detailed information on Google's search engine mechanics was also largely denied, reinforcing the judge's stance against overly broad remedies. The market's positive reaction underscores the view that avoiding the divestment of Chrome and the continuation of default search engine payments were the most critical outcomes for investors, mitigating the financial and strategic risks associated with a forced breakup. While Google secures its browser and search deals, the world of AI is rapidly evolving its own digital interfaces. Next, we explore how browsers are being reimagined with integrated AI capabilities. AI browsers and chat privacy, the evolving AI landscape. This week's spotlight shines on the dynamic and often complex world of artificial intelligence, focusing on 3 key developments: the emergence of AI browsers, the strategic shifts in Microsoft's AI model development, and critical questions surrounding chat privacy in the age of AI training. These stories highlight the rapid advancement and the concurrent challenges in making AI both powerful and trustworthy. Anthropic's integration of its Claude AI models directly into Google's Chrome browser marks a significant step towards the concept of an AI browser. Currently in a limited test phase, this innovation moves beyond the traditional chatbot in a tab approach, positioning Claude as a browser-native sidekick. Its functionalities include summarizing web pages, drafting email responses, and even partially autofilling forms. For Anthropic, this represents a strategic distribution channel and a direct challenge to competitors like OpenAI, which has yet to fully embed ChatGPT into browsers outside of Microsoft's Edge. It also competes with Perplexity's AI search engine features. This move by Anthropic underscores a broader trend of AI companies shifting from API-only services to direct front-end user experiences, potentially accelerating consumer adoption. However, access to this feature is currently restricted to users with Anthropic's Max subscription plan. In parallel, Microsoft is making substantial investments in developing its own in-house AI models, signaling a strategic independence from its deep partnership with OpenAI. The company has unveiled its first in-house foundation models, including MAI Voice 1 for speech generation and MAI 1 Preview for broader AI tasks. Microsoft AI executive Mustafa Suleyman described this as a new era, where the company trains and deploys its own large models while continuing to leverage OpenAI's. This dual-track approach serves as a hedge against potential issues with OpenAI's roadmap, pricing, or strategic direction, mirroring strategies seen with companies like Google and its DeepMind division. For enterprises, the implications are still unfolding, as the capabilities of Microsoft's proprietary models are yet to be fully assessed. Meanwhile, significant concerns are being raised about chat privacy, particularly regarding the potential repurposing of user conversations for AI model training. Reports suggest that user interactions with AI chatbots might be retained and used for training unless users explicitly opt out. While companies often cite anonymization as a safeguard, privacy advocates argue that context leakage can still compromise user privacy. This issue touches upon a broader credibility crisis in the AI industry, where companies promote safety and alignment while potentially relying on sensitive user data. The regulatory response to these practices is anticipated, especially as AI's reliance on user data becomes more pronounced. The optics of private chats fueling AI updates are problematic for user trust, highlighting the delicate balance between AI advancement and data privacy. Lastly, Perplexity has introduced Quick Search, a mode designed to provide fast, factual answers without the need for extensive conversational back and forth. This feature caters to users who require immediate definitions, fact checks, or brief explanations, streamlining the AI interaction process. Perplexity aims to differentiate itself by emphasizing speed and clarity, positioning Quick Search as an efficient alternative to more verbose AI tools. This move reflects an understanding that not every query necessitates a deep, conversational AI experience, allowing users to toggle between quick answers and more in-depth interactions as needed. These developments collectively paint a picture of a rapidly maturing AI landscape, where integration, strategic independence, privacy concerns, and user experience optimization are key battlegrounds. These advancements in AI are transforming how we interact with technology. But what happens when the tools designed to boost productivity come with their own set of warnings? Next, we look at the surprising paradox of AI hype versus the reality of its implementation. AI productivity tools, the paradox of hype and reality. In the fast-paced world of artificial intelligence, the promise of revolutionizing productivity is often met with groundbreaking technological advancements. However, a closer examination of some of the most hyped AI tools reveals a fascinating paradox: the gap between ambitious claims and practical implementation, often highlighted by the very creators of these tools issuing cautionary advice. This week, we delve into the complexities surrounding Microsoft's Copilot, an AI tool designed to transform workplace productivity, and the broader implications for the AI industry. Microsoft has positioned its Copilot AI tool as a pivotal force in the future of work, integrating it across its suite of professional software, including Excel, Word, Outlook, and Teams. The ambition is to automate mundane tasks and significantly enhance user productivity by leveraging advanced AI models, described as possessing PhD-level intelligence. The expectation is that Copilot would autonomously handle tasks such as generating complex formulas in spreadsheets, summarizing lengthy documents, and performing text classification with minimal human oversight. This vision presents Copilot as a seamless AI layer capable of streamlining workflows and empowering professionals. However, a striking contradiction emerges when examining Microsoft's own documentation for Copilot. Buried within the fine print, the company openly advises users against relying on Copilot for absolute accuracy, even recommending the use of traditional Excel formulas for tasks where precision is paramount. This disclaimer directly undermines the PhD-level intelligence marketing, creating an ironic situation where the enterprise software powered by these advanced AI models essentially disowns them for critical functions. This isn't merely a minor technical caveat. It represents a significant challenge to the core value proposition of AI-driven automation in the enterprise sector. The implications of this discrepancy extend beyond Microsoft. It highlights a broader AI paradox prevalent in the industry today: the constant tension between the hype surrounding AI's transformative potential and the often unforeseen limitations and caveats that emerge during real-world implementation. While enterprises are eager for automation solutions that promise efficiency gains, the tools often arrive with disclaimers that temper expectations and necessitate continued human intervention or fallback mechanisms. For businesses, this situation serves as a stark warning. If the very tools designed to automate and simplify complex tasks come with explicit warnings about their reliability, it raises questions about the readiness of current AI technology for widespread, unsupervised deployment in critical business operations. The need for reproducibility and accuracy in financial and data-driven tasks means that relying solely on AI, especially in its current iteration, might be premature. The situation with Copilot is emblematic of an AI industry that, while pushing the boundaries of innovation, must also grapple with managing user trust and setting realistic expectations. This disconnect between AI's advertised capabilities and its practical limitations underscores the ongoing AI reality check that many sectors are experiencing. The initial wave of hype is giving way to a more nuanced understanding, where caveats, fine print, and the persistent need for human oversight are becoming commonplace. Copilot's warning is symbolic of a larger trend. The AI industry sells transformative solutions, but often implicitly advises users to maintain a backup plan, underscoring the ongoing evolution and maturation of artificial intelligence in the professional sphere. The challenge for AI developers and businesses alike is to bridge this gap, ensuring that AI tools deliver on their promises of enhanced productivity without compromising accuracy and reliability, thereby rebuilding and maintaining user trust. These insights into AI's evolving capabilities and limitations reveal a complex technological landscape. Next, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the week and make sure you're subscribed. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw Google win a major legal battle, allowing it to keep Chrome and its crucial preload deals intact. Then, we explored how browsers are becoming AI assistants and the privacy concerns that come with it, alongside Microsoft's own AI model development. Finally, we uncovered the surprising paradox of AI hype versus the reality of productivity tools like Copilot. Don't miss out on future breakdowns. Hit that like button, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for more, ring the notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social platforms for even more insights.